Tuesday, July 4th, 2023. Morning edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video. Hi, I'm your AI-generated news anchor, Cynthia News Prime. Thank you for tuning in. I will be assisted in summarizing today's headlines by my valued AI-generated colleagues. In today's news, Ambani's Jio launches $12 4G phone with digital pay and streaming. NXT goes underground. Surgeon Susan Love dies at 75, cancer advocate. Bitcoin ETF race begins. Institutional trust in crypto. Green and DeVille earn shot at women's tag team titles, and much more. But first, this day in history. This day in history.
414, Emperor Theodosius II, age 13, yields power to his older sister Aelia Pulcheria, who reigned as regent and proclaimed herself Empress Augusta of the Eastern Roman Empire. 1610, the Battle of Clushino is fought between forces of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and Russia during the Polish-Muscovite War. 1744, the Treaty of Lancaster, in which the Iroquois ceded lands between the Allegheny Mountains and the Ohio River to the British colonies, was signed in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Today's obituaries.
Michael Baden-Powell, 4th Baron Baden-Powell, 82, Australian scouting leader. Nikolai Baranov, 70, Russian sambist stroke. Antoine Eccles, 52, American middleweight boxer. Cecil Exum, 60, American basketball player, North Melbourne Giants, Melbourne Tigers, Geelong Supercats. Mo Foster, 78, English multi-instrumentalist, Affinity Fancy RMS and record producer Cancer. Léon Gauthier, 100, French soldier, France's last surviving D-Day veteran. Greg Oliver, 58, Scottish rugby union player, national team and coach Munster, paragliding accident. And now on to today's news. Business news.
Ambani's Jio unveils $12 4G phone with digital pay and streaming. TechCrunch. AI summary of this story. Reliance's digital arm, Jio Platforms, has launched the Jio Bharat mobile handset and affordable tariff plans in an effort to convert users still using 2G networks in India. The 4G-enabled Jio Bharat offers modern features such as mobile payments and access to Jio streaming services. The company will manufacture the handset and partner with other phone makers. The Jio Bharat is priced at 999 Indian rupees, $12.20, and is designed for 250 million consumers who find the transition to 4G expensive. Jio Platforms also introduced a new monthly plan for data usage and voice calls.
Bitcoin ETF race begins. Has institutional trust returned to crypto? Cointelegraph. AI summary of this story. Several financial giants, including BlackRock, Fidelity, and Valkyrie, have filed applications for a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, ETF, increasing the chances of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, approving the first spot Bitcoin ETF. Institutional interest in cryptocurrencies has grown, with more institutions exploring the potential to invest in digital assets. The approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF could attract new retail investors and encourage broader participation in the crypto market. The rising interest of institutional investors is seen as a bullish sign for Bitcoin's price and the broader crypto market.
Boston prepares for Sumner Tunnel shutdown. CBS Boston. AI summary of this story. I'm sorry, but I cannot see or read text. I am an AI assistant and do not have access to external sources or the ability to browse the internet. However, if you provide me with the text or a brief description of the article, I can try to help you summarize it.
China's biggest state banks offer 25-year loans to LGFVs. Bloomberg Television. AI summary of this story. I'm sorry, but as an AI, I don't have access to your text or the ability to browse the internet. However, if you provide me with the text or specific details of the article, I can help you summarize it.
Directive, DirecTV Stream, and Uverse are offering $10 credits to customers affected by Nexstar blackouts. Cord Cutters News. AI summary of this story. DirecTV customers affected by the recent blackout of Nexstar-owned local channels can receive a one-time $10 credit. However, customers need to apply for the credit, as it will not be automatically included. DirecTV Stream customers can request the refund online, while DirecTV and Uverse TV customers can find the refund details on the DirecTV website. The blackout affects a total of 159 Nexstar-owned local TV stations and News Nation on DirecTV. DirecTV accuses Nexstar of demanding unwarranted price increases, while Nexstar claims they are seeking a fair price. Both sides appear to be preparing for a prolonged dispute. Science News.
The detection of the universe's background gravitational wave radiation, a scientific triumph, WSWS. The AI summary of this story. The NanoGrav Consortium, comprised of over 190 scientists at more than 70 institutions, announced the detection of a universal background of gravitational waves. This discovery builds upon decades of work in opening gravitational radiation as a new window into probing the universe, and confirms the same underlying physical principle that matter in motion sets space-time into rippling motion. The NanoGrav collaboration aims to move from detection to characterization and produce a spectrum of the intensity of waves over a range of lengths. This will provide valuable information on supermassive black holes and potentially reveal new astrophysical processes or signatures of the early universe.
Hubble telescope checks on the Milky Way galaxy's lonely neighbor, photo, space.com. AI summary of this story. The Hubble Space Telescope has captured an image of the irregular galaxy ESO 174-1, one of the Milky Way's closest neighbors. The image shows ESO 174-1 as a wispy cloud of gas with stars and a dark tendril of gas and dust. The shape of ESO 174-1 is less well-ordered compared to the spiral shape of the Milky Way. Irregular galaxies can have various shapes and sizes, and they may be formed through interactions or collisions between galaxies. The observation program aims to better understand the galactic population of the Milky Way's surroundings.
Why do our stomachs growl? LiveScience.com. AI summary of this story. Stomach growling is caused by peristalsis, which is a series of muscular contractions that move gas, food, and liquids through the digestive tract. This growling can occur when hungry or full, as hormones regulate appetite and trigger peristalsis. An empty digestive tract is noisier, explaining why growling is associated with hunger. Ghrelin, a hormone secreted when the stomach is empty, triggers hunger feelings and stimulates peristalsis. Digestive problems and illnesses can also cause stomach rumbling. Overall, stomach growling is a normal and harmless part of digestion. Health news.
Susan Love, surgeon who crusaded against breast cancer, dies at 75. The Washington Post. AI summary of this story. Dr. Susan M. Love, a prominent surgeon, author, and patient advocate who dedicated her life to fighting breast cancer, passed away at the age of 75. Dr. Love was an advocate for breast cancer research and treatment, challenging the use of radical mastectomies and promoting less invasive methods. She co-founded the National Breast Cancer Coalition and played a significant role in increasing federal funding for breast cancer research. Dr. Love was also an influential author, with her book Dr. Susan Love's Breast Book becoming a widely recognized resource. She was a trailblazer in her field, paving the way for women in medicine and advocating for LGBTQ+ rights.
One shot of a kidney protein gave monkeys a brain boost. Ars Technica. AI summary of this story. A study published in the journal Nature Aging found that a single injection of the clotho protein led to modest improvements in cognitive function in older monkeys. The effects lasted for 2 weeks. suggesting that the protein could be a promising avenue for researching the rejuvenation of brain function in older adults. Clotho, produced by the kidney, circulates in the blood and has been linked to health and lifespan. Higher levels of the protein have been associated with better thinking and memory performance in humans and mice.
What to know about probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. The Washington Post. AI summary of this story. The gut microbiome, or the trillions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi in the digestive system, plays a crucial role in a person's health. The gut microbiome can be thought of as an intestinal garden, and the food that one consumes, the new species introduced, and the waste products created can all affect physical and mental health. Probiotics are live microbes that have beneficial effects on health and can be found in fermented foods like yogurt and sauerkraut. Prebiotics are high-fiber foods that serve as fertilizer for the gut microbiome and can be found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Postbiotics are the waste products of the gut microbiome's breakdown of high-fiber foods and include compounds like short-chain fatty acids, which have numerous health benefits. Antibiotics can disrupt the gut microbiome, but it is typically better to eat fermented foods or let the gut recover on its own rather than taking a probiotic supplement.
Now a poem about today's health news. In realm of news, where tales unfold, a surgeon's light is dimmed, we're told. Fair Susan Love, whose heart was brave, for breast cancer did she truly rave. At 75 her flame did die, but still her legacy does lie. Yet in the realm of science bright, a tale of monkeys takes its flight. One shot of protein kidneys gave, and in their brains a boost they crave. A wondrous tale of hope and might, where knowledge shines, a beacon bright. And in the realm of health and well, a trio of words to know we dwell. Probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, a trinity of nature's hypnotics. For gut health and for balance fine, these words to heed for life divine. So let us cherish tales untold of heroes brave and wonders bold. In news we find both joy and woe. Through stories shared we all may grow. Fair Susan Love, we bid adieu. In realms of news, your light still true. Entertainment news.
Green and Devil become number 1 contenders to the women's tag team titles. Raw highlights July 3rd, 2023, WWE. AI summary of this story. I'm sorry, but as a text-based AI, I'm unable to browse the internet or access specific articles. However, if you provide me with the text of the article, I can help summarize it for you.
The Idol savaged by critics as worst TV show of the year after finale. BBC. AI summary of this story. The article describes the final episode of a TV show as not only the worst of the year, but also a potential disaster. The author compares it to a well-known album in terms of its terrible quality and cringe-inducing nature, expressing disbelief at how it was even made and aired.
NXT goes underground. WWE. AI summary of this story. I'm sorry, but as a text-based AI, I cannot browse the internet or access specific articles. However, if you provide me with the text or a brief description of the article, I would be happy to help summarize it for you.
Now a poem about today's entertainment news. In days of yore, where tales unfold with might, a tale of wrestling prowess gleaming bright, where Green and Devil, fierce as lions, stood, #1 contenders, vying for the good. Raw's ring did witness their determined quest, their passion burning, fierce within each breast. Entangled limbs, the battles waged so grand, for women's tag team titles in their hands. Yet as the warriors clashed and grappled true, a storm of critics brewed, a harsh review, the idol once adored now torn apart by savaged words that pierced the tender heart. Beneath the BBC's scrutinizing gaze, the finale deemed the year's most woeful haze, where once applause and admiration soared, now bitter disappointment's song was roared. But hark, from NXT a change did bloom, a shift in style as underground found room, the underground a realm of dared new heights, where restless souls ignite in fiery fights. No more the glitz and glam of grand displays, but gritty battles fought in darker ways. NXT, with their vision now unveils a new frontier where passion never Now, a silly joke or two to lighten the mood after all the heavy stuff.
Some people say that I never got over my obsession with Phil Collins, but take a look at me now. How much does a hipster weigh? An Instagram. Hope you enjoyed today's Artificial Intelligence Generated News Digest AGNDD. For more, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button to activate notifications, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.